Hey, hi, welcome to part 19. If you haven't yet subscribed to so basically you have several YouTube channels and you want to send the logs of these YouTube channels to your Google Cloud. So here you have this one is your Google Cloud and you are trying to send the logs there. Why you want to send it? For analysis. That is the main purpose. Now the solution that you want is it should be able to perform ANSI, SQL, other types of analysis on the YouTube channel's log data. How should you set up the log data transfer into Google Cloud? So one thing you should remember is this is talking about worldwide teams. So that means you need a multi-region facility or feature. So if you see multi-region, I have it at two places, multi-region and multi-region. So that makes options B and D wrong because they are talking about regional bucket. They are not talking about multi-regional bucket. Now out of options A and C, which one is correct? A is talking about using storage transfer service. C is talking about BigQuery data transfer service. So storage transfer service is a fully managed service. Fully managed means Google takes care of everything, managing it. You don't have to manage and perform administration tasks. So what do you do out of this? You try to transfer data between storage systems. You have this storage system, you have this storage system, and you try to transfer it between the storage systems. Now this storage system, the first one may be on premises. Okay, this may be on premises and you're moving it to cloud. Okay, it can be used to transfer data in bulk, not one by one, but in bulk, like together, 100K together, 1 million records together. That is called bulk. Now we are talking about logs. Logs are stored in the storage, and that is why A should be correct, but we should not close this topic unless we have discussed option C. What is BigQuery data transfer? Again, this is also a fully managed service, but for what? To load your data in BigQuery. BigQuery is a database. You want to load your data there, and it can be used for data transfers to perform one-time data loads. Okay, so this is more kind of structured table kind of data. So what is the difference? What is the difference between storage transfer and BigQuery data transfer? So this is a difference. If you talk about storage transfer, it is transferring data between different storage systems. Here it is loading data into BigQuery. Okay, that is the basic difference. Remaining you can pause and read. So option A would be our answer. Now this is the next question. You know there are blog posts. You are trying to label the blog posts here and you want to do it quickly. The problem is, as usual, the project manager says, guys, you cannot get an additional resource. The next thing you do is you go into your team members and say, buddy, do you know machine learning? And all of them say, buddy, we don't know it. We cannot help you. Oh my God, now what should be done? Out of these four options, what should we use? So simple thing. See, there are four options. First two are making use of APIs. Okay. Second, option C and D are making use of build, train, classify. Must build, train, classify. Experts do it. You will not be able to do it. First of all, you don't have that skill. Second, nobody in your team has that skill. No one in your team has this skill. So option C and D gets ruled out. Now, what sort of animal is Cloud Natural Language API? जिसका कोई नहीं होता उसका API होता है. In the Gen AI world, in the cloud world, if you don't have anybody supporting you in this world, before going to God, touch the APIs. APIs are there for you. Simple. So that means if you don't have any sort of skill, use this. What does it do? It is a machine learning API with NLP capabilities. What does NLP means? Speech to text, text to speech, blah, 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 blah. You can do it. Okay, so using this, I can do entity extraction, sentiment extraction. Sentiment means positive, negative. You are furious, you are angry, that is a sentiment. You are sad, that is a sentiment. You are happy, that is a great sentiment. You are very happy. You are amused. You look very interested. These are all sentiments. So you can use APIs for entity recognition, sentiment analysis, content classification, syntax analysis. Pause this, boss. Read it carefully. Pause it, read it, pause it, read it, and come back. This question, what it is saying, you have to generate subject labels. You don't have to generate sentiments. Nobody is telling this guy is happy or this guy is angry. No, boss. They are telling subject labels generate that. So sentiment is out of question. What they are talking about primarily is entity analysis. What is entity analysis? Read this. Boss, read this. Okay. Do not skip the slides because you will fail the exam if you don't know the concepts. This exam is a tough exam. You want to extract information from a text. I have given you a paragraph. Okay. I want you to tell me through a program what are the people's names used in the paragraph, or what organizations are being discussed in the paragraph. So those are entities, you can pull it. And if we are talking about sentiment analysis, these are positive, negative, neutral sentiments. Three in the AI world, three sentiments we usually use: positive, negative, neutral. Okay. So option A is our answer. That is, you use API first of all, since your team is an idiot, they don't know anything. So what to do? Plus your project manager is also an idiot. He is not giving a new resource. So you have to use Cloud Natural Language API. And since we are talking about subject labels, we have to do entity analysis and not sentiment analysis. Let us look at this question now. So you have 20 terabytes of text files. 20 terabytes, that means lots of data. And your input data is in CSV format. You want to minimize the cost of querying aggregate values. And where are the queries going? They are going in cloud storage. Which storage service and schema design should be used? Which storage service should be used? In this question, they are simple. There are two storage services: Cloud Bigtable, Cloud Storage. What is the difference? What is the difference? Bigtable is a NoSQL wide column database. Cloud Storage is an object store. Here we are talking about object store. We are not talking about NoSQL. Now you might say, boss, how did you decide? Boss, how did you decide? I decided using this CSV format, 20 terabyte of text files. Okay, based on that I am deciding that I have to go with cloud storage and not a big table of storage. So these two options A and B are wrong. Now between C and D, which one should I choose? Buddy, which one should I choose? Should I choose permanent tables? Should I choose temporary tables? I first need to understand what is the difference. So I have documented here for you. Pause this, read it, help yourself. Temporary tables, it is available for 24 hours. Permanent tables, they are already available until you explicitly delete them. You will continue to exist in your parents' home until they kick you out. Or if you have a girlfriend or a wife, then you will move out. But if you are still staying with your parents in your parents' house, believe me, you are losing respect. If you are staying in your own house, rental or bought, and your parents also stay with you, you choose respect. Now, a lot of people just say, my father already built a grand home and etc. etc. That is fine, man. You are responsible for your own karma. You will have to expand that sultanate that your father built. Okay, so you have to add to it. You cannot be residing in that same apartment for years and years. Okay, You are weak if you're doing it. You are weak if you're doing it. Unless people really have some problems, health problems, that is an exception. But then who am I to make these comments? So in this case, we are talking about a permanent stuff. We are not talking about like 24-hour stuff. We are talking about permanent stuff here. So if you're talking about permanent stuff, option C is our answer. Friends, if you have not yet subscribed, this is your opportunity to subscribe and gain more insights into how to attack the questions, how to weigh the options. Concepts are important, and I am teaching exact technique how to weed out wrong answers, wrong options. I hope you find this video helpful. We will post many more such contents.